Hey, what's going on? Welcome. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. Get vocal, the newest way that we can social media here. Having a discussion today about the countdown of Comic Con 2018 with my buddy Alex. Alex, what's going on?
How you doing, Paul? Good to see you again.
Great to see you too, my friend. I wanted to talk about Comic Con because we're like 2 weeks away. Preview night is, I believe, on the 19th. Let me look at my calendar. Whatever 2 weeks today is a Wednesday. On the 18th, I'm sorry. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Comic Con. Now, Alex, I know you haven't personally been to Comic Con, but I'm sure you've seen like news reports and everything about it. What is your take on Comic Con? Because I always want to talk about ones who never attended and what they think Comic Con is all about.
I think it's like a big convention where people that like comic books get together and they get to dress up. It's like Halloween on steroids. That's the way I see it because when I see people's costumes, I'm like, wow, they went all out. It wasn't like it seems like they've been planning for that for quite a while. The way they dress up, and I used to think it was just a bunch of nerds, but now I see a lot of the pictures and a lot of the stuff, and I see a lot of good-looking girls that are into that. So I see them in their costumes, I'm like, wow, well, maybe I should go to one of these days.
What's funny is one of our colleagues we used to do a TV show with Jessica Hakwende, one of our good friends, nicknamed Jessie Cat. She's a cosplayer. She did a Harley Quinn at WonderCon a few years ago. Did you see that picture of her doing Harley Quinn?
Yeah, I seen it. She looked. It was a pretty good cosplay costume she did. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, she did an amazing job. And a lot of people feel that way, Alex, about Comic Con. Like a lot of cosplayers can get together and wear their costumes and everything. And when it first started out, it was like a comic book convention. You can go there and get like vintage comic books, from different vendors and everything. But it has morphed into something even huge now, man. And one of the things is a lot of TV shows are there too, talking about their latest episodes, the new season. We get invited to press rooms. We get a chance to, to find out what's going to happen in new seasons of shows. And it's just a whole new experience out there that a lot of people are not familiar with. Now, have you ever seen any costumes and you were like, why did that person wear that?
Yeah, I've seen a few. Let me see. What was the? I guess the giant dinosaur. It seems to appear everywhere. It's like I'm not sure if it's Jurassic Park because it looks like none of the dinosaurs on Jurassic Park.
That's funny. And you know what, too, Alex? When I'm there, we see guys dressed up as Princess Leia. When when Jabba the Hutt was had her captive and Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you follow me on the Twitter, you'll see definitely a picture of that. But some of the shows are going to be. I know Warner Brothers has a real big presence out there. Had a chance to interview Lisa Gregorian. She's like I think she's president of Warner Brothers TV, and she talked about why she brought the Warner Brothers shows like Arrow, like Flash, why she brings those shows to Comic Con. She said because the fans are into those comic books and everything, and now that we see these shows are taking off, it's good access. How do you feel about TV shows being there and fans having access to different stars and everything? You have any take about that?
I think it's a good idea. I mean, on their part, it's marketing because you're letting your niche of people know that hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that with certain characters or certain comics, and then you also get to get feedback right away from people that are interested in what you're doing. So I think it's a good idea on their part, and then it gives the fans an opportunity to interact with people that are making the shows they like so they can ask questions and maybe suggest a few things that you can probably do better with the show or whatever show you're working on. So I think it's a great opportunity for both sides. One for the TV people to market, and two for the fans to interact with them. So I think it's a good idea.
And when it comes to Comic Con, it sells out pretty quick. But being members of the media, we get a chance to get our media credentials. But this is what I'm seeing more of, and I really like this. There's a lot of off-site things in downtown San Diego that everybody can take a part of who don't have their passes to get into Comic Con. I know Star Trek, Discovery, CBS Studios, they have a little a section where fans can go and check out some things from Star Trek Discovery. Um, any audience fans out there, Mr. Mercedes, they have like a an activation offsite. So it helps everybody to take part of it. I think that's pretty cool on some of the different TV stations and companies out, not TV stations, but production companies out there to make sure everybody can get involved in this because it's like a madhouse, man. Over like 130,000, folks there at Comic Con at the Convention Center in San Diego. It's like bananas, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just going to San Diego is good. I mean, there's a lot of things to do down there. If you get a little extra time, you could probably even go across the border and spend a day, down there eating some tacos or whatever. But San Diego is a good area to go and go check out, the beach. You can go check out a baseball game. You can do all kinds of things. But if I was at Comic Con, I'd be interested in seeing all the cosplayers and what they're wearing. And to me that's interesting because some people go like out of their way to make that character come alive. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these people have like YouTube channels and Instagram accounts. I follow a lot of cosplayers on Instagram. I like a lot of their costumes and what they do. And like you're saying, Jessica, she does a few cosplayer characters, and most of the ones I'm gonna say most of them. I say I like all the ones she's done because she really takes her time, and it seems like she's dedicated to that. So yeah.
Yes, she creates them herself. You know what? We're gonna have Jessica on with us next week when we do a Get Vocal, and we'll ask her about what all goes into cosplay. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It would.
And here's another thing about Comic Con that I really like. In this world we live in, there's a lot of uh, divisiveness, right? Different races and all these different things. Comic Con brings everyone together, man. It's like everybody has one common goal, and that's getting together for their love of comics, their love of movies, of shows. And what I like about Comic Con too, last year they showed the first ever piece of um, Avengers Infinity Wars, and it was crazy. But everybody was like, "Whoa, this is pretty
Yeah,
cool."
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Where the movie companies can come out there and do push their marketing and push the movies they're working on, and it just gives people a taste of what's coming in the future, so they get all excited. And that's why when you try to go to the movie premiere, it's sold out. You gotta wait like till the next day or 2 days after that, and I mean, it's a good idea on their part. In my own personal opinion, if I was to go to Comic Con, I'd probably, if they did the Walking Dead, Q&A or whatever, I would go. And I've been following that show since day one. I stopped watching it because after Negan showed up, the first episode was good. After that, the rest of the episodes were garbage, and after that, the season after that was garbage. It was a lot of dialogue, a lot of going back and forth, stalling. To me, it felt like they were stalling, like they didn't know where to take how to take the next steps on how they're going to resolve the problem between Negan and the rest of the other group. So I would for sure show up to that panel, give them a few suggestions and let them know how I feel as a fan.
I always get invited to the press room, so let me know what your questions are, and I'll ask them. And that's cool being a part of the media. We get instant access to the stars, the producers, and the media room. I remember last year I got some great interview coverage from the folks from 12 Monkeys, from Colonies, from The Expanse. Sharia Ashadaglu, Emmy Award winning actress. She's my buddy. You can see us on the Twitter and everything, having some fun. But it's really cool, Alex. And my fun is fun is a word. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
fun. Oh,
I
fun is
mean,
okay.
it'll become a word.
There you go. It'd be in the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
But my most enjoyable part of being a Comic Con is getting invited to the WB VIP media party. Man, it is awesome.
you get to meet a lot of people you see on TV, right?
We get to hang out with them in a relaxed atmosphere. Stephen Amell, Grant Gustin from Flash, Danielle Paniker, all of them. We get to hang out with them, chill, take pictures, exchange information. You talking about something that's cool and bananas, man? It's awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean, it sounds like fun. I've seen some of the stuff you post, and I've seen some of the people you get to talk to, and it's like, man, that's a cool job.
Well, you know what? Next year I'm gonna have you covered with me. You down?
All right, that'd be fun.
And you know what's cool. What I like about just the whole experience too, Alex, is that you look at how things are going now in the entertainment world, and where people who have YouTube channels are able to put content out there in competition with us who are in the media. And I think it's great. It helps us step our game up.
It does because I think what YouTube has done, it has given normal people that have a vision that maybe didn't go to school to learn how to produce or how to do anything. It gives them the opportunity to uh, put forward their vision and share it with other people. And some of these people are really good at what they do, and that's why they're making millions. They give some of these production companies a run for their money, and I'm surprised because I've seen some videos that I'm like blown away. I'm like, the editing, just the filming, the content, the plot, the storyline. I'm like, wow, these people seem like they've been doing this for a live or for years, and they're people that have some experience with filming or editing, and they get on YouTube and they just create some really good content. And a lot of these production companies are like, man, we need to step, like you're saying, we need to step up our game.
I'm telling you, man, because it's I love the creativity and I love the competition. And one of our fellow Get Vocalers, Crystal, she's going to do a Get Vocal on is IGTV a threat to YouTube? So I'm glad you brought up YouTube
Oh, man.
because we know a threat's coming to YouTube, man, because the way they
Yeah,
change things.
yeah, you can't be the big fish for very long. There's always another big fish that comes along that's a little gets a little bigger than you and eats you up. So, yeah, competition is good because it keeps people on their toes, and the content needs to be fresh. It needs to be what the people want, or else. And well, it's unfortunate and it's good at the same time because it creates niches and it gets rid of niches all at the same time. Because if you're only catering to a certain group of people, then you're missing out on all these other people that can get involved. Like, I noticed it with radio, like Cola 99.1. They used to play nothing but oldies. Now they play everything. And a lot of the radio stations took that route, and I started noticing. And then I talked to your buddy from Cal State, the one that works. What's her name? I had her as a
Lacey,
professor.
Lacey
Casey,
Kendall.
yeah, Casey Kendall. I talked to her about that. She said, yeah, because I was taking classes for that at Cal State, and they're saying, yeah, everything's changing in radio, in the radio industry. It's like you can't no longer just be, a niche, cater to a niche. Now you got to do everything, or we're gonna lose, people.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's why, being in the radio field, that's why we shoot video now and stream video. We have to stay relevant, my friend. Any closing
Yeah.
words before we get out of here, man?
No, just I'm probably in the future gonna check out Comic Con. It sounds interesting. I like the cosplay, and we'll see what happens.
And he also likes the women too. He wants to check
Yeah,
out the women.
I like the costumes. Yeah, the
Yeah,
costumes.
so yeah, so make sure you join Alex and me.
Yeah. So
There we go. You can hear me now, right, Alex? Okay, cool. We may have another friend join us too next week. Jessica is going to check out. We'll talk about cosplaying. She's a cosplayer. So until next time, remember, sign up for Get Vocal. Be a part of this platform. It's amazing the way we can have a conversation civilized. Take care, folks.